someone who is championing the capsule to do with insurance. And uh, we are going to give Melissa um, 10 minutes to share about her modality without giving it away, without saying too much. All right. If you do have a question while she's speaking, just put it in the chat box, and Melissa will be able to answer. Do not answer uh, which modality at the moment. We will give you a signal, and that's the time when you can put in the information. It's just whether if you have a question or not. If not, you can just listen. Melissa should be online, and let's highlight her. And then Melissa, just take your time and tell us who you are in your own words, but don't mention the modality or you can just generally speak. All right, try your best. Thank you very much. Let's put a round of applause for Melissa. Yay! Good job, Melissa. All
Am
right.
I allowed to read from a script?
Of course, of course.
Yes.
That will control. That will make sure that yeah.
So I
Okay.
was given 10 minutes. So I'm going to try to describe who I am in 10 minutes. So my name is Melissa. I help Filipinos fight physical and spiritual poverty through financial literacy and Bible study. This season of my life is based on James 1:27, where it says, religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. As a licensed financial wealth planner, I help Filipinos look after their orphans and their widows in their distress through sound insurance planning, careful budgeting, and investing. I'm also entering my ninth year as a class leader in CBSI, so that's Community Bible Study. Our mission is to make disciples of the Lord Jesus Christ in our communities through caring, in depth Bible study available to all. We conduct Bible study classes 30 weeks at a time. So we actually just finished a school year this week. Our vision is transformed lives through the Word of God. So one might ask, how did Mel get where she is right now? Proverbs 19:21 says, many are the plans in the man's heart, but it is the Lord's purposes that prevails. So I was born and raised in Tuguegarao. So most of our students here are from the Visayas. Yeah, Tuguegarao is in the province of Cagayan up north. Okay, so I moved to Metro Manila when I was 16 to attend nursing in UP Manila. However, I graduated with another degree, a Bachelor of Science degree in Family Life and Child Development, 5 years after I entered college. So I love kids, and in my 20s, I had plans of building a preschool and also franchising child care centers in the BPOs in the metro. However, I got drawn to events and marketing, where I spent the next 15 years of my life. So it was an exciting, prestigious um, work as I was handling, awards nights for big companies such as, KFC, Jollibee, the Jollibee groups, and Starbucks. Not to mention, I was handling airport marketing in the Visayas as well, in Iloilo, Bacolod, and also in Katiklan. So I was doing other events such as Asian Tour, and I handled Petron's Doble Panalo nationwide promos. This is for trade marketing. Um, I was rewarded for my skills and hard work that before I left my job, I was already COO and a managing partner. However, before turning 40, so maybe you can do your math, I realized I was getting burned out and no longer had the drive to sell gasoline and vanity, because we were also doing, bello in the tollways for Lakbay Alalay. Thus, I am where I am today because I decided to spend the rest of my life making a difference in people's lives. So my name is Melissa Turingan. I help Filipinos achieve their dreams through sound financial planning, careful budgeting, and investing. Good
Okay.
afternoon.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you. I love the script. Now, Mel, why do you write down things? What is the importance of a script for you? A script meaning that there's a guide or some sort of a plan. Okay. What is tell us, help us to understand.
Um, I think in black and white and lines and everything has to be clear for me to do something, to do something well. So I need the script. That's why I need the well. I do mind mapping. I have to mind map my tasks. I have to write down what I need to do for the day. I have a daily top three. So um, yes, I have a routine which I need to follow. Otherwise, I'll get lost in other people's agenda. I don't want to use that word, but a lot of people ask for my help, so I need to write down a lot of things so that I'm on track.
Okay, so
Did I answer the question, Pastor?
yes, so tell us about the routine. Why is the routine important for you? Because as I understand it, not everybody would even use these planners, or do you have like a planner of some
Yes,
sort?
I do.
Do you use I have a planner. I never use it. And even if
My
I
planner
use
is
it,
full.
you know how I use a planner? Oh, your planner is full.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
filled up.
My planner is empty because the only time I use a planner is after an event. I like to fill in all the things that happened in the past. That's how I used my planner as a journal. But why is it important to is it because you're seeing trends, or what is it about a planner?
Well, number one, it helps me anticipate future needs. So I'm able to break down the details to, because I see the minute details. If you give me an instruction, I would go to the details right away, how I will implement or execute what is the task given to me.
Okay. And when you say minute, you don't mean minute.
No,
You mean minute.
de-
Minute as in what?
details, like details.
Oh, okay. Okay. What happens what happens if you are asked to do something and there are no details or sufficient details? What is it about? Why do you need details?
The execution of a task for me is so important that I be able to deliver it really well.
You know,
So,
when you
so
said
I
the word
start
execution, my eyebrows went up like that,
really
like a Filipino. They went up like that.
like execute. No, not execute,
Oh,
pastor.
not
Not
killing people.
that.
Okay.
Not
What
kill
what do you
people.
mean by execution? Tell us.
Implement. Do.
Oh, implement. Uh-huh. All right. I'm just going to write those
Yeah.
words
And in
down.
in the vernacular in Tagalog, hindi pwede ang pwede na sa pwede na. I always tell my team that we cannot deliver just the minimum of anything that is asked of us. We have to do our best in the most excellent way that we can. So I will not settle for minimum. That's what I tell my team and for the people who work with me.
Hmm. So would you say then that so let's say a team member comes back and says, but Mel, why is it important to not just deliver what the client asks? What is it about? What is it about? Uh, what is it about you that requires this? I mean, other people, they just, well, that's what they want. They want a hot dog. I give them a hot dog, a piece of sausage on a bun. What is it that you don't just want to give them a piece of meat on a piece of bread? You want to give them, wow, an experience. You know, you want to give them something to talk about. Why is that? Why is it, do you think?
That's hard. That's a hard question to answer. Maybe, just maybe, I'm thinking that
I mean,
I'm naturally driven to to per- well, in my younger years, my mom would always tell me you're a perfectionist and you drive
ooh,
everyone crazy. But I think that that is a natural instinct. That's naturally me. I'm driven to excel and to just give my best. Yeah, just give my best in everything that I do.
mm, right.
Not to settle for anything less than that. And I don't
Mm,
have an explanation for it, Pastor.
that's okay.
Why? Yeah.
Um, okay, so in a couple of weeks, we're going to have this Shark Tank, okay? And we're going to gather groups of intrepid um, entrepreneur type people who think differently from others to start businesses, okay? And we're going to challenge them. What do you think? You mentioned you were involved in quite a big business before, doing advertising and stuff like that. What is involved in starting a business, from your point of view?
Wow, a lot. A lot. That's a hard question to answer. Well,
What is the most important thing, or
you
perhaps
need to have a vision.
the pivotal thing?
Yeah, you need clarity in what you 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 need clarity as to what problem you're answering.
Whoa. Okay.
You For us to have a business, you need to be answering a problem, right? Because no one will buy into your business if you're just,
Okay.
even
So
if
let me
it's
ask you another question. If you're
okay.
hiring an employee or training up somebody who wants to follow in your footsteps in terms of financial planning and all that, who are you looking for?
I always say I'm looking for people who are self-driven self-driven. I don't like micromanaging my team. They know their own goals. They know what they want, but I will be there to help them improve in their craft. So
So
I do joint field work all the time, and I am committed to make them better and also our clients better.
and what happens if they don't deliver?
Well, they suffer. they, they don't validate. So we have validation. So we have validation requirements because we're in sales. So if they don't validate every year, so they get demoted or delisted.
Mm. Oh, okay. So what happens if you don't meet your? What happens if you don't perform? How do you see? What? How do you feel if you ever fail in meeting some expected goal or task?
I am, I'm usually hard on myself.
Mm.
I usually take all the blame for even for my team. Yeah. And usually I learn from that. So that I can get back on, like if my team didn't perform well last year, I had to do an evaluation, a performance evaluation based on, yeah, on that, and we craft a plan for them for this year, how we can better their performance and also our team's performance.
Okay, very good. You craft a plan. Very good. Okay, so fantastic. Over to you, Nazelle. You want to just go ahead and whatever, just give some instruction now?
Okay. Since narinig niyo na yung